It's been over 24 hours since India's Operation Sindoor. 9 terror sites in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir flattened by 24 Indian missiles in 25 minutes. In response, Islamabad has stepped up activities at the line of control. Unprovoked firing has intensified. Military targets were tried to be hit using drones and missiles, and some civilian casualties on India's side are also being reported. India says it has and will respond with the same intensity as Pakistan. Islamabad's air defense radars and systems have been hit, and India's armed forces are at work to ensure all threats and attacks are nullified. Over in New Delhi, the round of meetings continue. Prime Minister Modi is taking stock of the situation. He is meeting the army chief and has also met NSA Ajit Doval earlier today. He also chaired a high-level meeting of secretaries in the government of India. A crucial all-party meeting also took place today. Opposition parties were briefed by top ministers of the Modi government. The opposition has assured the government full support, a marked departure from their response after 2016 Uri, which is the surgical strike, and the 2019 Balakot air strike. Meanwhile, reports say national security advisors of India and Pakistan have established contact, opening a diplomatic channel amid a huge crisis. Hello and welcome, I'm Shubham Chauhan. Let's get started. Now, before we proceed, the same rider we gave you yesterday. There's humongous amount of misinformation, disinformation, visuals, commentary, and analysis going around. We understand that can be overwhelming and also create a lot of clutter. In this video, we will stick to the official, credible information we have at this hour. Let's start with the updates coming from ground. Yesterday, we told you briefly about Pakistan's attacks in Poonch district of Jammu and Kashmir. This district is close to the border, that is the line of control. Islamabad targeted schools and gurdwaras in Poonch yesterday. Today, the Ministry of External Affairs confirmed 13 civilians were killed and 44 injured. In total, as part of Pakistan's continuing ceasefire violations at LOC, 59 people have been injured so far. The Indian Army also provided an official update of all that is happening at the border. The statement released by the Press Information Bureau at 2:50 p.m. is titled, "Pakistan's bid to escalate negated, proportionate response by India." In the statement, the Indian Armed Forces said they targeted Pakistan's air defense radars and systems at several locations this morning. The statement says, Indian response has been in the same domain with same intensity as Pakistan. It has been reliably learnt that an air defense system at Lahore has been neutralized. The statement added that Pakistan also tried to attack several military targets in northern and western India using drones and missiles. The areas that Pakistan targeted are Avantipura, Srinagar, Jammu, Pathankot, Amritsar, Kapurthala, Jalandhar, Ludhiana, Adampur, Bhatinda, Chandigarh, Nal, Phalodi, Uttarlai and Bhuj. Pakistani missiles and drones were tackled using India's integrated counter-UAS grid and air defense systems. India added that the debris of these attacks is now being recovered to prove that this belonged to Pakistan and that it was Pakistan which carried out this attack. Lastly, the statement added that Pakistan was using mortars and heavy caliber artillery in areas in Kupwara, Baramulla, Uri, Poonch, Mendhar and Rajouri sectors in Jammu and Kashmir. As a result of this, 16 innocent Indian lives have been lost, including 3 women and 5 children. All thanks to Pakistani firing. Meanwhile, the Ministry of External Affairs held a press briefing just a few minutes back, and here's what Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri had to say.
It is India which is responding. The original escalation was by Pakistan on the 22nd of April. We are the ones who are responding to that escalation with the action that was taken yesterday morning. And again, I would like to emphasize that the action was restrained. It was directed towards non-civilian, non-military targets and confined to terrorist camps. And again, as we have been saying since yesterday, any further action by Pakistan, some of which we are seeing today, is nothing but escalation by Pakistan now, once again, and will be responded to and is being responded to appropriately.
Next, let's look at the all-party meeting in New Delhi. This was the second all-party meeting called by the government amid recent tensions. One was immediately after Pahalgam attack on 22nd April, and today's meeting was the latest. Top cabinet ministers including Amit Shah, Dr. S. Jaishankar were present. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, Lok Sabha LOP Rahul Gandhi, NCP, SCP Supriya Sule among others were also present. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh chaired this meeting and he briefed the opposition. He shared the government's assessment of the current situation. Reportedly, Singh said that at least 100 terrorists, including some hardcore ones, were killed in Operation Sindoor. The defense minister added that India doesn't want to escalate matters. However, in case Pakistan decides to attack India and raise tensions further, New Delhi will respond strongly. More importantly, Rajnath Singh, the defense minister, is also believed to have said that Operation Sindoor is an ongoing exercise. Opposition leaders said the government did not divulge more information and details, citing security reasons. They added that the government has their, as in the opposition's, full support in this moment of crisis. The Indian Express reported that the opposition raised three key points at the meeting. First was the protection of civilians in border villages in Jammu and Kashmir. Second was Prime Minister Modi's absence from the all-party meeting. And third was the request for a special session of Parliament. Speaking to reporters later, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge expressed disappointment at the fact that the Prime Minister did not attend this all-party meeting as well.
हम चाहते थे कि इस मीटिंग में प्रधानमंत्री जी पधारें और संक्षिप्त में वो अपनी बात रखेंगे, जो घटना घटी है या जो आज भारत ने जो टेररिस्ट के खिलाफ एक्शन लिया है और खासकर हमारे जवानों ने जो हिम्मत दिखाई, उन जवानों को तो हम सैल्यूट करते हैं और उनका अभिनंदन करते हैं। इस बारे में हम ये चाहते थे कि वो खुद आए और अपनी बात रखे, तो ये सबको एक बहुत बड़ा उसका लाभ मिलता था। लेकिन उन्होंने नहीं आए और लास्ट मीटिंग में भी उन्होंने नहीं आया। ये बड़ी दुख की बात है। जब हम सब मिल के कर रहे हैं और गवर्नमेंट को हम पूरी, जितने भी इंडिया अलायंस के गठबंधन पार्टी के लोग हैं वो पूरे थे और दूसरे जो अलायंस नहीं भी है तो दूसरे पार्टी के लोग भी एक वॉइस में सभी ने कहा कि आप आगे बढ़ो, हम आपको पूरी मदद करेंगे, हम आपके निर्णय के साथ हैं।
Now, beyond all of this, the opposition's unison has found praises from all quarters, including the government. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju said there was no bickering at the meeting and everyone, irrespective of the party, was on the same page. Remember, the same opposition after 2016 surgical strikes and 2019 Balaghat airstrike had reacted pretty differently. There were questions raised on the credibility of these strikes by India. Evidence was demanded as well. The Prime Minister and the Bharatiya Janata Party were slammed for politicizing armed forces. Post Pahalgam, after the initial support, there were questions raised by the opposition on intel lapse. But overall, the response by the opposition has been matured. On to the last bit in this video. Both Indian and Pakistani media outlets have reported that the two countries are in touch. On India's side, the Indian Express reported this development citing sources. On Pakistan's side, the Express Tribune, which is a Pakistani publication, quoted a confirmation from the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar. He confirmed that contact between India's NSA Ajit Doval and Pakistan's NSA Lieutenant General Asim Malik was established. Indian Express reported that the two countries' high commissions are also in touch and that Indian chargé d'affaires in Islamabad, Gitika Srivastava, has been in touch with key interlocutors in Islamabad. This comes after US National Security Advisor Marco Rubio spoke to the two sides. An Indian official downplayed this contact between the two sides, saying that this does not mean that India and Pakistan are talking. Foreign Secretary Misri, when he was asked about it, here's what he had to say.
National security advisors of India and Pakistan have spoken to each other, if you could confirm or deny, and is complete severance of diplomatic ties with Pakistan also on the table?
I have no information with regard to contacts between the two national security advisors. Insofar as diplomatic relations are concerned, you've seen the steps that were announced in response to the following the meeting of the Cabinet Committee on Security on the 23rd of April. There are no further steps that are under consideration at this moment in time.
That's all we have for this report though. Like I said, we will keep you posted regarding all developments, all official and credible developments coming in from this story. For that, we would urge you to subscribe to HW News English and share the word as much as possible. Thanks for watching.